All right guys, I've tested about every cold plunge on the market. If it can hold water and make me question all my life's choices when I get in, I've probably tried it. But today we've got something special. Saunas has sent me both of their inflatable cold plunges. They have a horizontal tub and then they have a vertical tub. And I gotta say, this might be one of the most impressive portable options that I've seen so far. We're talking serious build quality, real performance, and a smart chiller that can actually chill your water down to 32 degrees and make ice in a portable cold plunge. That's sick. So today we're gonna show you unboxing, setting it up. We're gonna break down the specs and test it out because I wanna talk about who this plunge is actually for. And of course, by the end of this, we'll decide if this is actually worth your money or not. But before we get into all that, let me hit you with a quick story. Imagine a blacksmith centuries ago, hammering away at red hot iron in a dimly lit forge. The heat is suffocating. His muscles are aching. And the only thing that keeps him going is the knowledge that when his work is done, he can walk down to the icy cold river, put his hands in, and let that chill completely restore his strength. That's the power of cold water. It's ancient, it's primal, and the good news is, with modern technology, today we don't need a freezing cold river. We've got the technology that brings it right into our homes. Okay, I just thought that story would be fun to share. Now let's talk about what you actually get with this purchase. The Home Saunas Portable Cold Plunge comes in two versions, the horizontal tub and the vertical tub. Both are currently $5,099 before you apply my discount code, which I'll have linked in the description of this video, and I'll have my discount code there as well. That'll save you an exclusive dollar amount. It's a lot, so make sure you use it if you decide to purchase this. And if you know anyone thinking about buying a cold plunge, make sure that they use discount code MAUS, M-A-U-S, because it saves a lot of money, and I don't know who doesn't love saving money. The vertical tub measures at 34 inches wide, and it's a perfect circle, and 36 inches tall. This is the larger, extra large horizontal tub, and it's massive. It stretches to 6 foot 4 inches long, 2 foot 3 inches wide, and 2 foot 1 inch tall. This is perfect for taller folks. It's perfect for couples who want to plunge together, or it's just perfect if you want to have more room. The first thing that stands out to me is the build quality. And I've been in a ton of the inflatable cold plunges, and they do feel different. Unlike a lot of the inflatables I've been in that feel flimsy, this one is made of military grade drop stitch PVC, which makes it more rigid and stronger than your average inflatable cold plunge. And I'm not talking about ones that I've reviewed because I try to review the better options out there. I'm talking about the cheaper ones you can get at like Dick's, Amazon. Most of those cold plunges are really, really cheaply built. And a funny little thing you probably didn't know, I actually own my own supplement company and I tried to put it on Amazon. Spoiler alert, they take a lot of your profit. So for me to actually do that, I would have had to jack my prices way up because of the quality. And I felt like that wasn't fair and not necessary. So for a lot of these companies to be on Amazon, they have to really either take a short profit or make their products really, really cheap. Oh yeah, you probably didn't know I owned a supplement company. If you want to check that out, I'll have a link down in the description below too. It's called Natural Living. And no, this video is not sponsored by it. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you that's why you probably don't see a lot of the companies that I talk about on my YouTube channel on Amazon or Dick's Sporting Goods or some of these other retailers. Anyway, it's solid. Empty, it only weighs 15.5 pounds and it comes with a backpack and strap, so you can literally deflate this entire thing, put it in your backpack and take it with you. And because it's so light and easy to move, you can put it anywhere. You could put it on your deck, you could put it in your yard, you could take it camping with you, you could put it in a gym. You can literally put it anywhere you want. One thing to consider is the chiller weighs 88 pounds, so it's a little bit more robust if you're gonna take that with you, but it does have wheels and handles to make it easy to transport. And the only additional thing you're gonna need is power and the 2 hoses, but more on the chiller later. The setup was stupidly easy. I had this thing inflated and running in less than 10 minutes. And yes, it included a hand pump to pump this beast up, and the lid is inflatable too, but let's be real. Do yourself a favor, buy yourself a cheap electric pump and save yourself the work, unless you need the workout. Once it's inflated, you just connect the hoses to the chiller and fill it up with water. The chiller is a 1 horsepower smart chiller, and this thing really sets itself apart. Here's some of the specs on this beast. It chills the water down to 32 degrees and actually can make ice in this. Last night we did a contrast therapy session out here with my family, and the whole thing was like a slushy. Like there was ice not just floating on the top. The whole thing was like I was laying in a slushy. It was nuts. What a surreal experience. Because most of the cold plunges I've been in have ice that float to the top. So inside the water is water. but that was interesting. I kind of liked it. It also heats up to 104 degrees. So you can have your temperature set anywhere between 104 degrees or 32 degrees. You literally choose. And you can control all that either from the chiller itself, or you can download the app and set it up on the app. This has advanced filtration and sanitization as well. It uses a pre-filter, a 20 micron filter, and ozone. So you're not sitting in yesterday's funk while you're cold plunging every day. And you probably don't hear it because it's whisper quiet. This thing is super efficient, cools the water down insanely fast, faster than most chillers I've ever played with. I didn't know this thing was gonna be as impressive as it is, but it surely is. It's currently on and chilling my water down to 32 degrees again. So how the setup works is it creates ice, and once that ice starts to melt and it realizes that the water is no longer ice, it will turn back on, cool the water back down, and create more ice. What's cool about that is it keeps the water circulating so you're not sitting in a swamp. It runs on a standard household outlet and will pull a max of 11 amps. So you don't need any fancy electrical work, just plug it in, fill it up, and you're good to go. Operating a chiller is super simple. There's an LED display on the top of the unit itself with some simple buttons that are very easy to operate. But if you're super into tech, the magic is in the app. You can literally control your plunge from your phone. You can set the temp, you can turn it on and off. There's a lot of new functions and they're constantly updating the app, making it better. So definitely get into the Sun Home app and play with it. One thing I really love is how effortlessly this chiller purged the water. And what that means is when you first plug everything in, there's a lot of air in the lines, right? And with a lot of these chillers, you have to like force water through the lines so that it purges the air out and actually moves water, which can be a little frustrating. And when you don't know that you're supposed to do that, sometimes when you first install one of these, you can be a little frustrated. Not with this. This thing purged the water in like 5 seconds, which was the fastest of any chiller I've ever used. So I have to say that was very impressive and honestly a super nice experience. So if this is the first cold plunge you ever buy, you're not gonna be frustrated like a lot of people. Okay, towards the end of this video, I'm gonna actually jump in it. As you can tell, I'm wearing a sweater. It's kind of cold today. We had a cold front come through Florida and I'm wearing a sweater, and I'm gonna jump in this water and test and demo the entire tub, but I wanna talk about it a little bit first. Let's just say this thing gets cold. I'm talking legit freezing cold. Breath stealing, why the heck am I in here? Contemplating life choices, kind of cold. And I love it. If you've never done a proper cold plunge before, let me prepare you. The first 10 seconds, a mental war zone. Your brain is screaming, get out of here. This is not safe. This is a bad idea. You are going to die. But then something amazing happens. Your body adapts. Your breathing slows. And then suddenly you're not just in that survival mode, you're in that thrival mode. Is that real? Is that a real word? You feel freaking great. The spacious design of this tub is a big plus. Some inflatable tubs can feel like you're crammed into a small kiddie pool, or they're a little too tall and you have to like step up and over to get in. They all fit a little different, but this one is really right. It gives you enough room to fully submerge, which is huge for getting the full benefits of cold water therapy. I've made a ton of videos on why you should actually go fully underwater. Not the whole time, but at least get under a little bit. And the cool thing about the 1 horsepower chiller is it holds the cold temperatures. I've tested a lot of cold plunges and the temperature can creep up fast, especially when you have the lid off and multiple people are using it getting in and getting out, especially in the warmer weather. But so far, this one hasn't had a problem. It's kept the water at the exact set temperature effortlessly. Oh yeah, about to turn into ice. And it's cold outside. Oh yeah. Oh shoot, that's cold. Oh, okay, so who's this for? If you're someone who wants a real cold plunging experience without dropping $10,000 on a high-end tub, this is a fantastic option. If you're someone who doesn't have a permanent residence and you might be moving, say you're renting, or you like to travel a lot, this might be a fantastic option. And if you're somebody who loves to torture themselves in ice at 32 degrees, where we know most cold plunges can't reach those temperatures, this might be a fantastic option. For the athletes, it's perfect for after workout recovery. For the biohackers and wellness enthusiasts like myself, and you're chasing peak performance and optimal recovery, this is a great option. If you're a beginner and you're brand new to cold plunging, this is an easy way to start. And like I mentioned, if you're someone who loves to travel or you just like the portability, this setup is ideal. But who's this not for? Well, this isn't for somebody who's looking for a permanent setup. And Sun Home actually offers their Cold Plunge Pro, which I'll have linked at the end of this video, that might be the setup for you. It has a lot of similar features. It's way more robust. It's an absolute tank. And it's definitely a cold plunge easy for me to recommend. But that's more for the permanent residents. But for an inflatable tub, this might be as good as it gets. And for my final thoughts, I've tested a lot of cold plunges. If you're not new to my channel, you know that. And if you are new, make sure you subscribe to the channel and go back through a lot of my playlists. I've started making new playlists to make it easier for people to find videos. I have sauna only reviews. I have cold plunge only reviews. I have fitness product reviews. And I also have a lot of how-tos and DIYs. So you can check all of those out on my channel and make sure you subscribe. But I will say that the SunHome portable option is one of the better portable options I've ever reviewed. I'm not saying it's the only one you should buy, but I am definitely saying you'll be happy if you do. You're getting premium build quality, a legit 32 degrees icy cold experience, a powerful 1 horsepower smart chiller, access to the app to have full control of the setup, and portability without sacrificing performance, which used to be the case. And at the price point, it's solid. So if you've been thinking about getting a cold plunge, or you're just looking for a solid portable option, this one is a winner in my book. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you ever tried cold plunging? Is this gonna be a first cold plunge that you purchase? Are you upgrading from something? Or are you getting this so you have an additional option when you have those big wellness parties like me? Let me know in the comments below, or reach out to me on Instagram at dmossjr. I love to engage with my friends there, and I like to share day-to-day stuff there as well with me and my family. Hit the subscribe button or not, do whatever makes you feel happy. I appreciate you for watching. I'll see you on the next video, my friends, which I'm gonna have pop up right here. I'll see you there, maybe. So click that one right there. Either way, I hope you have the best day, and God bless. Peace. Oh no, I said all my stuff wrong. Let's do it. Click this video right here or not, whatever, blah, blah. Have a great day, my friends, and God bless. Yeah, that felt way better. Anyway, click that video.